term 2001 GDFL Grand Final at St Albans Reserve. Adam Hunter puts the ball up for Sean Stewart. Get it on to the cricket pitch area. Warren Foley gets a kick off the ground. There's Simon Calvert, tried to tap it along as well. Matthew East over the top. He's surrounded. Peter Moore will get the first kick, but it's going to come back for a free kick to Matthew East at the back end of the centre square. Once Gary Tillman retrieves it from the opposite side half-forward flank.
Hadn't he played a bit of footy?
I would have thought so, yes. Gary Tillman.
Nearing 40.
Yeah, 39 he is, playing in a senior grand final. There are 4 players behind Matthew East as he's going to kick now, so it's going to be pretty congested as he goes with a left boot from half-back. Tries to drill it towards Perkins, who wants to get in the game early and does so. In between wing and half-forward, takes the mark. So Ashley Perkins back in the team after injury. Goes with a right foot kick towards half-forward. Peter Moore stands his ground over the top for Stuka. That was Matthew. Handball out. Goes towards... running through the middle. Matthew Verstuga again lost the footy. Nayland handball was too quick. Clark was there as well. Tried to ride the bump. Got it away. East got a quick left foot kick. Might be okay. Gary Tillman stands in the pocket by himself. Runs on. Looking for the handball over the top. Gets it now. Puts Colliger under pressure. Gets legged. Gets the ball away. Does he? Yes, he does. Towards the boundary line. Roland Beck in front. And he wants the safety of the boundary line and finds it. And the boundary umpire will throw it in around about 40 metres around from the Bannockburn goal. Kicking to the northern end in this first term.
Just age doesn't have any bearing on it. Finals nerves. Gary Tillman, the handball, wrong position, wrong option.
Not the first quarter anyway. Age
from the throw in, Tillman went for the tap out there, grabbed it, player ridden into the ground, but the umpire's called a whistle on play and will ball it up 35 metres from the goal area, half forward flank for Bannockburn side. Bannockburn kicking in this first quarter to the northern end as the ball goes in the air, tap down. Connors snaps it up, round on the left foot, heading goalwards. It's offline, marked behind the line by Andrews, but behind. First score of the day on the Victory Trophy scoreboard in the grand final. Bannockburn 1 behind. Werribee Central's yet to score. We've been playing 2 minutes into the first quarter.
I reckon Andrews and Thwaites is a bit of a mismatch, Laurie. I reckon Thwaites made a few mistakes early last week and could pay.
Well, they haven't made a mistake here. Beck got it to Hallam, who got it to Howlett on centre wing, goes towards half forward, bringing it back in the middle. Chris Smith takes the mark, wants to play on now, runs through centre half forward, the lead on from Luke Luddick, and takes the mark in front of Dylan, 35 metres out.
Yeah, he's got to slot this.
So Luke Luddick. Matt Dillon, the big job on him this afternoon.
Might have landed on his boot then. I reckon he might just got a bit of a mild cork. He's sort of taking a few deep breaths.
So Luddick comes in for step, goes with a left boot, good kick. That's a good kick from Luke Luddick. He has put the first goal of the grand final on the board. And Werribee Central's 1 straight goal 6. They lead Bannockburn 1 behind Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 3 minutes played.
Well, that was what Werribee needed then, Jace, was to get that first goal on the board, and it was a good build-up as well. It was a good play. They got it in the right spot on the ground, and a great kick from Luke Luddick. Just what Werribee needed.
Back in the middle, umpire bench with the football. Peter Moore up against Sean Stewart. They face off straight across the ground from each other. They'll do battle. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Moore goes up with the left hand, gets it down. Coming off the wing was Toolman. Foley in the middle, loses the football. Colliger might get it here. Now the umpire may have to come in and bounce it again. He'll do so. Secondary bounce in the middle. St Albans Reserve bathed in sunshine this afternoon for this grand final. Big crowd in attendance. And Werribee with the first goal on the board. 5 points of difference. We've been playing 4 minutes. Ball up, middle of the ground. Moore gets it down again, off hands to the side of the pack. Werribee with the numbers. Smith was there. Colliger hassled out of it. Dillon. Colliger did well. Kept it in front of him. Dillon in support. That's Ross Dillon. Had his head ripped off. And we'll take the free kick. Roland Beck coming at him at pace. And Ross Dillon on centre wing on the outer side. Goes with the left boot towards centre half forward. Andrews has to sit and wait. Oh, good mark at the back. No play on. Off hands was the call. Thwaites it was. Got it to the side of the pack. Nail on and Andrews across there. Pushed off the ball. Warren Foley has got it at half back. Gets it to Beck by hand. The umpire's found a hold. Advantage paid. Beck plays on. Goes towards half forward. And Buck puts the hand up. The one hand and takes the mark on centre wing.
Kick it long, Heath.
On the outer side, goes long with the right boot as Laurie tells him to. Goes towards 50. Dillon. Coming in at Giles. Backs himself. Does very well. Play on advantage. He runs from half back. And he's run a very long way. Oh, he's run a very long way. Nayland comes from the side. Can't take the mark. Needs some support. Howlett on hands and knees. Gets a push in the back. No free kick. And the umpire calls play on. East tries to tap it back towards the big man Moore. East in there also fighting hard for it again. And now a free kick for a hold. And it's going to go to Bannockburn. In the middle of the ground will be Kevin Connors.
Pretty hectic in
there.
there.
How far did Giles run, Eric?
Connors.
35 metres.
At least without bouncing the ball. And umpires put a whistle on play. Wasn't behind the mark then Chuck Connors when he played on with the handball. So the ball comes back to him. 5 minutes gone. First quarter. So Connors kicks wide to the lead there of Clark. He can't take the mark. Hawks over the top. Gets the ball to ground. Connors comes through again. Handball out wide. And he's found David White. Beautiful pass and, well, played on quickly. Handball to Ross Dillon. Comes back to Aaron Broom, but Chris Smith for Werribee Centrals. Finds Colbert on centre wing. He comes back into the corridor. Dave Merry sits underneath it. Takes the mark for Werribee. He's at probably a true centre half back. Colliger on the mark. Goes wide to the wing again where Chris Smith is stationed on his own. Takes the mark and plays on. Werribee into attack. Ball to centre half forward for Werribee. Comes to ground. Connors. He's crashed to ground. Matty East. Lovely handball to David White. So here goes Bannockburn now. White. Long kick into the forward line. Doesn't get it too well, but it's got a lot of distance. Andrews comes out hard at the footy. Good physical contact there. Picked up by, was it Tillman?
Yep.
Screws it back towards the point post, but over the boundary line and out of bounds on the full. Werribee Centrals 1 goal. Bannockburn 1 point. 6.5 minutes first quarter.
From the back pocket now. Short little kick across the goal towards Howlett. Holds it up now, called to play on, or he's going to set Hawks up a little bit. Has to be good to get away from White. Gets a clearing kick towards a vacant half-back flank. Oh, and he might be playing for the Wallabies too if he keeps kicking like that. Just finds touch, out of bounds for a boundary thrown at half-back. So the ruckmen work their way across. Peter Moore and Sean Stewart. They get there just as the boundary umpire throws the ball in. Moore gets it with his left hand down. Delaney taps it on. Back towards centre wing. Mick Turner leads in the race for the football. Got East in support. Turner picks it up. Left foot back towards half forward. Stewart couldn't take it with him. Now Nailon tried to handball it to an effective teammate. He couldn't do so. It's out of bounds. Andrew Howlett not happy with the attention David White's giving him. And it'll be a boundary thrown at half forward.
Yes, I think Andrew Howlett not really happy with somebody tagging him, and it's not a bad move from Bannockburn.
So boundary throw in, half forward flank. Grandstand side for Bannockburn. Tillman from the back of the pack in the ruck contest to the front. Colliger and East, they raffle it. Colliger wins, left foot kick back towards the top of the square. Naylor no, standing there and taking the mark is Bernardo. He wants to switch play to the outer side. Goes now with a wobbly punt kick. Chris Smith leads Dylan in the race for the football. That's going to be a great contest this afternoon. Smith, does it sit for him? Yes, it does, and then he loses it. Then he gets a push in the back. No free kick. Shaw leaves it behind. Buck, he doesn't. Handball back to Smith. On centre wing, goes with the right foot towards 2-on-2 contest. Lee goes high. Great mark, James Lee, just inside 50. And he's taken the mark in front of Giles. So James Lee going back. Luddick gives him a lead. And he just holds it up though. He's going to go to a vacant square. Harding getting back there now. He goes, wobbly punt kick. In front, Boardington, tapped away by Harding. Numbers with the Tigers. If Harding get it towards Clark, he does so now. And Damien Clark runs away. In the last line defence, goes to the right foot, kick out wide, looking for Gadd. Couldn't quite get it though. Buck, he ensures it's over the boundary line. And we'll have a throw in.
So on the outer wing, just forward of the centre line for Werribee Centrals, kicking with the bruise, the southerly end in the first quarter. Boundary umpire about to put the footy in. Moore and Stewart doing the ruck work again. From behind, Stewart taps it forward for Werribee. Ball intercepted there by Clark for Bannockburn. Does a bit of a blind turn, a little chip pass looking for his teammate. Further down centre wing, it's Ross Dillon. He gets the ball, handball to Connors. Just gets the kick away before he's tackled. In front there is Nolan. No free kick. Colliger tried a little bit of a toe poke there, and gee, it's hard work in the packs there. Dave Merry tries to come clear of the pack with the footy. It's pulled in underneath him. Player will be very fortunate not to get pinged there, but he doesn't. It was
Mick Turner
for Bannockburn actually, and well, he might have been very lucky, but
I think the umpy was on the other side of him, couldn't see it.
Possibly so. So almost dead centre of the ground. 9 minutes gone first quarter. Ball comes Stewart over the back, finds Nick Smith with a lovely tap on that occasion. Smith looking for the lead there of Luke Luddick. Oh gee, he just used his body, Luke Luddick, to edge young Matt Dillon out on that occasion. He's already kicked one, and that was from the other side of the ground. That was on the outer side this time. He's on the correct side for a left footer. Will be kicking from about 48 metres. He moves in now. Well, he hasn't got that very well. It's going to be very, very close, just touched on the line. So a behind to Luke Luddick, a behind to Werribee Centrals. And on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, Luke Luddick has all their score. 1 goal, 1-7 for Werribee Centrals. Bannockburn 1 behind trail, and that's at 10 minutes into the first quarter.
Giles kicks in from fullback, goes to defensive 50. Poor kick off the boot though. Foley's taken the mark in front of Connors. Chips it around the corner hole. There he is again. Luddick takes the mark 35 metres out. Pretty acute angle though for a left footer. Holds it up. Waiting for Heath Buck, Simon Kelvin, Andrew Howlett to get towards the square. So now Luke Luddick, who has the Werribee Central score at this stage, 1 goal 1, comes in now. The left boot, and he's usually a pretty good kick from this distance as he put it through for a goal. He's put it through. Not much reaction from his teammates in the goal square.
There was nothing then, was there?
And second goal to Luke Luddick, the second to Werribee Centrals. 2-1-13 the Centurions, Bannockburn 1 behind. We've been playing 11 minutes in the first term on the Victory Trophy scoreboard.
Pete, would be a bit of a concern to you surely. Luke Luddick, a headache already.
Well, I think that's one area that they're going to have to make a change. I don't think the young fella's quite up to him. We don't want him running around like he's getting kicks either side of the ground, so I think someone's got to either man up a bit harder. But I think Bannockburn are doing okay. They're competing.
Ball up in the middle. Stewart takes the ball out of the middle, gets the kick on the left foot, goes to centre half forward. Luddick behind on this occasion. Good work, Dylan. Ooh, could have been almost tagged, but Luddick picks it up, has a pot shot from 50, but on the breeze, it's just floated over the boundary line on the full and out.
Laurie, I'm coaching Bannockburn, but I thought that was a bit unfortunate. I would have nearly paid a mark.
I thought it was a mark too, Peter, and it was probably.
He had two goes at it.
Luke probably would have liked to have made a bit better of that, I think.
So in the fullback position, Robbie Giles. Well, he's gone for the short pass and he's found Matt Dillon. That's what the young man would boost his confidence with that. Nice chest mark ahead of his opponent on that occasion. I think he may have been shifted because Simon Calvert's standing the mark. But he goes across the ground, looking in the centre for David White, picked up by Aaron Broom. He's forced a handball under pressure. David White also under pressure. Big handball over the top. Oh, great tackle. Too high. And, Aaron Broom was almost in slow motion then. And we just got caught. So players just adjusting. Broom now down the wing. The lead has come from Perkins. Good punch away there from Bernardo. Picked up by Boardington from Werribee. Ball back. Roland Beck picks it up. Tackles strongly. But he gets his foot to the footy, leading in the race for the mark. And taking it is Simon Calvert. Right in the dead centre here of St Albans ground. 12.5 minutes first quarter. Calvert. Long to half forward. Oh, Howlett. Doesn't take the mark. He's come to ground.
Grabbed him by the leg.
Picked up by Clark for Bannockburn. Long handball to Matty East. He's close to the boundary. And, Ross Dillon tries to get the slips catch. Picked up by Chris Smith of Werribee to Mary by hand. By hand to Stewart. Stewart of Werribee now long to the full forward position. It's over the head of all play. Well, Colliger took the mark. He's run into trouble. But he's got out of it. I don't know how. So Colliger now throwing the ball. Surely umpire. No. Ball comes out. Luke Luddick follows it on pretty quickly. Can't pick it up. Colliger off the ground, out of danger, heading toward the boundary. And then he puts the shepherd on to allow Gadd to get hold of the footy, but Gadd's not up to it at the moment. Long handball to James Lee, 30 metres out, has a pot shot, and I think he might have kicked it. Let's wait for the goal umpire. Yes, full point. So James Lee for Werribee Centrals has kicked their third. They move now to 3 goals, 1-19. They lead Werribee Centrals 1 behind. Victory Trophy first quarter scoreboard, 14 minutes gone.
Well, that was a pleasing sign there. All their good players were in that there. Come from Chris Smith, come from Sean Stewart. So the good players are getting in the act. So that's very, very important for Werribee.
So back in the middle, umpire bench has the football for Moore and Stewart.
Progress score in Melbourne, Richmond 2-4, Carlton 2 behind, and a progress score at Shell Stadium, North Shore 3-3, St Mary's 1-1.
Moore and Stewart. Stewart gets it down. Broom rode a couple of bumps there and held to him, said the umpire. Secondary bounce in the middle.
That umpire's doing a good job so far.
Well done. Good work getting that in early. So secondary bounce. Stewart, Moore stands next to him now for the ruck contest. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Stewart gets it down. Big thump away too. Short misses it. Turner puts his body in. Loses the football. Delaney getting it out towards half forward. Harding tried to use his pace. Kelbert runs at it. Straight at the footy as well. Had it. Lost it. Got it back. Handball over the top. Lee tapped it on intelligently to Heath Buck. Running inside from 40 metres. Turns it over his shoulder. Kicks the goal.
He doesn't miss that.
Has kicked his first and the fourth for Werribee Centrals. They go to 4-1-25. They lead Bannockburn 1 behind. And that is on the Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 15 minutes played.
Laurie, I don't see your coach get animated all that often, but he absolutely applauded that from the goal square, and I think that's indicative of what the Werribee Centrals are about at the minute.
Exactly right, Eric, and I mean everything's going to plan now. He would have worked very, very hard on his team through the week to get a start like this, and Stewart just 2 or 3. I thought Moore was doing quite well, but Stewart's just got on top of him a little bit in this last couple of attempts in the centre.
So back with umpire Andrew in the middle, about to put the ball in the air once again. Moore and Stewart coming from almost behind the umpire, Moore, but gets clear, gets a tap down, beautiful tap down to Clark. Clark a handball out to Ross Dillon, handball to Aaron Broome. Oh, Broome kick smothered off the boot. Big pack of play. Oh, Roland Beck with strength. Well, maybe down the ground. Yes, it was. It's a big kick too, and James Lee almost took the mark. But it is about 75 metres from the goal with James Lee.
Don't Hatchets.
He's got the advantage kick. Kicks to the lead of Howlett. Oh, Luddick turned quickly, but well smothered there by Robbie Giles. Foley picks it up. He gets clear. He's put it in the air. I think he's gone across the face of goal though. And unfortunately for Werribee, he has a behind only. So on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, Werribee moved to 4-2-26. They lead Bannockburn 1 behind. And that's 16 minutes into the first quarter.
I tell you what, Troy College has showed great courage there to run back into the flight of Andrew Howlett, and he's feeling it now too, standing at centre half back as he gets up gingerly. Robbie Giles has got the football at full back for the Tigers. He's got a few leads. He elects to go nearly down the ground. Good kick for distance. White, Clark goes up off hands. White, little toe poke towards centre wing. Foot race. Matt Festuca leads in the race of the football against Connors, and he's happy enough to see it over the boundary line between wing and half forward on the outer side for a boundary throw in. 17 minutes played. Werribee 4-2-26. They lead Bannockburn 1 behind. So a good start for the Centurions. Boundary throw in. Stewart got it down towards Merry. Kick around the corner towards half forward. Mick Turner over his head. Pushing the back from Turner. And it's going to go
James Lee.
To James Lee.
Bit far for James, I think. I said that last week and he dobbed a couple of
So Lee now the lead on from Howlett. Great kick. And Howlett's taken the mark 30 metres out directly in front.
Any other day you'd say, well, he'll get a game next week.
Get the coach on the right out in front of his eyes. So Andrew Howlett has a chance now to put his first on the board in the 5th for Werribee Centrals.
Straight through it. Taught in, stepped.
He's done exactly what the coach said. The coach has put his first on the board, Andrew Howlett. And the 5th for Werribee Centrals, they go to 5-2-32. They lead Bannockburn 1 behind. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 18 minutes played.
Pete, a few danger signs.
Getting out of hand here, Pete.
It's getting too many, yeah. Look, I think Bannockburn are doing the right thing, but they're not getting it in by that extra half a kick. They're making it into the, between centre half forward and full forward. They've probably been there half a dozen times.
Could I suggest, Pete, cross half back?
They're being cut off.
Werribee are just holding sway, aren't they? Beck and Hallam and Bernardo.
And they're doing the 1%ers in there, Eric. Little touch on, little bump on.
In the middle, ball up again. Moore gets a tap down. He and Stewart probably tapped the same way. Matty East kicks it off the ground towards centre half forward. In front is Hallam, can't take the mark. Ball picked up there and thrown clear. Matty East doesn't attack the footy, Dave Merry does, and he takes the mark for Werribee Centrals. At centre half back, Merry now comes to the lead there of Chris Smith, comes to ground, weight of numbers should support Bannockburn here, picked up by David White, takes on Foley, doesn't get past him though. Handball's gone astray, now the turnover, Nick Smith picks it up, looking for Chris Smith out wider, but ball's taken off him by Peter Moore. Well done, big fella, and did a good job to contest the issue at ground level there, right in the middle of the ground, and probably saved Bannockburn on that occasion. 19 minutes gone, first quarter, 5-2-32. Werribee Centrals lead Bannockburn as the ball comes to ground. Lovely tap out to Delaney. Nice one to Bordignon. Bordignon of Werribee. The lead is from, almost a one-hander again from Heath Buck down there at full forward. Ball's gone wide. Chasing hard there is Gadd. Contested by Andrew Howlett. But between them, they follow the ball as it runs over the boundary line. Half forward flank for Werribee Centrals. In the first quarter, almost 20 minutes gone. 5-2-32 Werribee, Bannockburn 1 behind.
Shaw from the ruck contest taps it down to Brett Harding, picks it up on the half volley outside defensive 50 now with a kick, but it's all Werribee. And taking the mark is Sean Stewart. Plays
Pretty
on,
long.
nobody on the mark. Lopes along with the left boot, goes long towards Luddick from behind White, taps it down to the side and out of bounds for a throw in. 30 metres around from the Werribee Central's goal. So 5-2, 32 Werribee. They lead Bannockburn 1 behind. We've been playing 20 minutes in the first term of the 2001 GDFL Grand Final. Boundary throw in now. Lee and Moore from the side. Well, Lee takes it out of the ruck contest and gets a quick kick. 1-on-1. Oh, Bark used the strength. Kick it off the ground. Heath falls into his arms. Kicks a goal. His second and the sixth for Werribee Centrals. And as Peter Walker nods his head in disapproval, 6-2, 38. Werribee, they lead Bannockburn 1 behind. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard, 20.5 minutes played.
Laurie, the similarities to last week are unbelievable. The only difference is that Werribee this week kicking with the breeze. Last week they kicked against it, but they're playing with the same intensity.
Exactly right, Eric. And one thing you've got to remember, it's the putting on this favourite saying of mine, scoreboard pressure. And this is the thing that's going to worry Bannockburn most of all, because I know Werribee will play well into the breeze because they kick the ball long. And you know, I'm not sure whether it's that far many goal breeze. It wouldn't be a 6-goal breeze, that's for sure, would it?
Oh, it might be 3 or 4, but they've done
8, I
very
think.
well.
8.
Yeah.
8.
Pete's hoping.
Yeah.
In the middle, it's up again. Peter Moore gets beaten by Stewart on that occasion. Secondary punch by Werribee goes out to Roland Beck. He kicks it wide, looking for... mark should have been taken by Chris Smith. He spilled it, but he butters up, picks it up. He's tackled,
Jeez, he's
comes back again. And, well, great work by Bannockburn. Weight of number. Ross Dillon over the top there to...
Come on,
sorry,
do something.
Dillon received it. Now to Matty East. Well, instead of kicking it, he's dropped it. Now he's got into trouble, the turnover. And, well, it's pretty scrappy in the middle there. But at the moment, Werribee are holding sway until weight of numbers perhaps might assist Bannockburn. Finally, somebody kicks it out of the paddock. Hawks for Werribee Centrals. Picks it up, goes wide. Looking for Nick Smith. Now we've got a foot race. Nick Smith... 3, 4 Bannockburn players chasing him, but they're 15 metres behind. Picks it up.
Gotcha.
Great tackle. Great tackle, Troy Colliger. Not rewarded by the umpire. And off hands, it's gone over the boundary line. But I suppose on the defensive side of footy, you like to see those perfect tackles rewarded. Not on that occasion, as the ball is thrown in front of the social club. Stewart gets the tap ahead there of Moore. Finds Bordignon. Tackled high. The umpire saw that. And the ball will come back to Adam Bordignon. Nick Smith, I think, looking for a rest already, is he?
I think so.
But Bordignon on the defensive side of centre wing, kicks towards centre half forward for Werribee Centrals. Well, Simon Calvert had a bit of a wrestle there with his opponent, picked up by Howlett, picked up by Delaney. A little short kick finds Foley on 50.
Good
He's
play.
eluded 2 players. Sees Chris Smith ahead of him. Handballs to him. Smith, the kick half smothered. Caught play on by the umpire. It's heading towards the goal for Werribee Central. Oh, James Lee with absolute sheer physical strength grabs the footy, went through 2 tackles and has kicked the goal. So the 7th goal on the scoreboard for Werribee Central. 7-2-44. They lead Bannockburn 1 behind on the Victory Trophy scoreboard, and that's the 2nd goal to James Lee. 23 minutes.
I'll tell you what, Werribee...
He's stunned. Peter's
Peter's stunned, but I'm not. Fair
Laurie.
dinkum, they are playing sensational football at the moment. They're making something out of nothing every time they go near the footy, and it's just what they needed. And they're working hard in the packs. And I think there's some mismatch out there for Bannockburn, to be quite honest with
I'll
you.
cheer him up just a little. Quarter time AFL, Richmond 2-5 lead, Carlton 2 behind.
Blow the siren. Blow the siren here too.
Back in the middle, Moore and Stewart. They go up. Moore gets it down. Stewart, a second tap though. Howlett off centre half forward. Handball to Merry. Colliger used the body. Oh, great little hands too to Wentworth. He's on the ground. He's on the cricket pitch area. Tries to shuffle it out a third time as he tries to get rid of it. Mick Turner's over the top of it now. Colliger at the back of the pack. Gets a right foot slinging kick towards half forward. Coming out Nailon. Beck goes out there. Hallam as well. Sits for Nailon on half forward. Turns around. Tries to chip the footy over the top towards Andrews. Oh, great tap over the top to Perkins. Perkins can't take it with him though. And Werribee... Well, in fact, it's out of bounds for a throw in between the forward pocket and half forward flank.
Great little tap from Andrews there, wasn't it?
So a boundary throw in. Toolman over the back. Tries to take it out of the ruck contest. Handball to Wentworth. Under pressure straight away as soon as he got the football. Lost it in the pack. And the tackle. And we'll have a ball up.
Near quarter time at Shell Stadium. North Shore 3-3. St Mary's 2-3.
Preliminary final at the GFL. Winner to go through will meet South Barwon in the grand final next weekend. Here at 7-2-44, Werribee Bannockburn 1 behind from the ruck contest, getting it down. Merry Oh, can get it to Chris Smith, who takes the mark and plays on at all costs. Turns around, goes with the right boot towards half forward. James Lee, over the back now, Shaw and Giles. Shaw picks it up. Going to be surrounded. Foley tackled him. He got rid of it. Calvert, Harding in the middle as well. Foley, fresh air shot. Second go was pretty good though. Great to Lee. Got a great shepherd from the coach.
Kick another one, James.
From 50. Shocking kick off the boot towards Gad and Buck. Pretty close to the behind post. In fact, it's through for one behind. So 2 goals, 1 James Lee. 7-3-45 Werribee Central's. Bannockburn 1 behind. Victory Trophy's first quarter scoreboard. 25 minutes played.
So Robbie Giles goes back to recover the football from behind the goals here. A very good first quarter for Werribee Centrals, as Giles now looks to looking for some options to kick the ball in. Say he'd be called whistle to play on now. Well, he's gone for the short kick again and found Aaron Broom, and fraught with danger that one, but Broom plays on now, goes wide and found Wentworth on half-back flank. He goes along the boundary line, the kick is long, it's very, very close to the boundary, but it's landed inside the field of play and just forward of centre wing on this occasion for the Bannockburn side. Roland Beck furiously summoning his players back to the defensive side of centre as the boundary umpire about to put the foot in. Stewart and Moore. Stewart with physical strength. Over the top comes Colliger for Bannockburn. Grabs it, can't get away. Now it stacks on the mill, and umpire bench will move in and put the ball in the air on the outer centre wing. 26.5 minutes gone first quarter. 7-3-45. Werribee Centrals lead Bannockburn 1 behind as umpire bench puts it in the air. Well, Moore gets the tap clear, used his body well, but in the race for the footy, Roland Beck leads, picks it up for Werribee Centrals, hooks it back over his shoulder. In good position is Colliger. Well, he's attacked from the front. Can't do that, said the umpire, and Troy Colliger of Bannockburn has the free kick on centre wing. Keeps it low into the breeze. Broom pushed it well. He's tackled from behind. Surely no free kick, said the umpire. Now it's stacks on the mill, and I think a few players are might be questioning umpire bench's heritage out there, are they? So in the middle, almost in the circle. Ball goes up again. Delaney took the ball off the pack and stacks on the mill once again. And this time hopefully we can clear the danger area.
Where we've just made a change and they had to do it. Ross Dillon's gone to the half forward flank. Ashley Perkins gone on to Smith. Chris Smith's cutting the pieces out in that wing.
So the ball in the middle once again. Stewart, clear tap away, only as far as Colliger. Gets it on the left foot, doesn't go very far. Coming in strongly, umpire call, play on. Wentworth plays on, comes to Matty East, tries to get a handball clear through the pack. But I tell you what, the Werribee side are here to play. They're ferocious in their tackling, and umpire bench will have to move in once again. Quarter time at Shell Stadium. 3-3 North Shore leads St Mary's 2-3.
Ball up in the middle, just on the attacking side of the centre circle for Bannockburn. Moore, Stewart, they stand there. Stewart uses the body, gets it down. Howlett had it, lost it, tried to get it back. Over the top of it, tried to shuffle it out to Delaney. The umpire will have to come in and bounce it again.
Jesus, fierce in there.
They're not letting them away without a fierce contest, as Laurie said. So another bounce. Chris Delaney gets up with the football, gives it back to umpire bench. So the big men will do it all again. Umpire throws the ball in the air. Both get a hand to it on this occasion. Tapped on by Beck, only as far as Matthew East. His kick smothered by Chris Smith. Tapped it out intelligently though to Dave Merry. Got a quick kick towards half forward. Calvert, Shaw worked to the front, did well. Got a hand to it and still kept it in front and picked it up. Turned around and kicked it towards centre wing, which was great play towards Merry. Off hands at the front. Boygnan left it behind. Harding tried to shuffle it out to Broom. Did so. Handball to the big man Moore. Off a step. Kick was smothered. Straight towards Warren Foley. Turnover. Left foot kick back over his shoulder towards Boygnan, who stands up there now. Calvert also there, fighting hard for it at centre at half forward. The umpire will come in and ball it up now.
Pete, they're pretty ferocious, Werribee Centrals. I don't know what Bannockburn to do. They're under a bit of pressure.
They're hunting in packs, aren't they?
They are.
Like it's not just one bloke tackling. It's 2 and 3 and 4.
So umpire bench on centre wing. 29.5 minutes first quarter. More up and down before the ball gets there. Stewart consequently got the tap to Bourdignon. And Howlett takes the mark. Handball over to Luke Luddick, and from 20 metres out, Luddick, I think, might have kicked there 8. So it's a better performance than last week. And 2 on there, 1 there, Howlett and Luddick. Poor old David White had real problems, but at the 30-minute mark of the first quarter, 8-3-51 Werribee Centrals. They lead Bannockburn 1 behind. That's on the Victory Trophy first quarter scoreboard. So you haven't needed for Stu Galori?
Not yet, no. I'll really be pleased about that one. No, I think that around the pack situation, Eric, they're very, very hard, as you just called it in there before, but they're positive when they come out of it, and that's very important.
Back in the middle. Moore, double fist this time, towards Foley, who's wrapped up, not going anywhere. The umpire will come in and ball it up.
That's where they're certainly winning that at the moment, Laurie. At the drop of the ball, Werribee Central seem to have 2, 3 and 4 there, and Bannockburn.
Well, that's right, Eric. It's all right to drop on the ball, but it's a good team that can do something positive from it, and that's what they're doing.
Well, the quarter time siren has just sounded, and the score on the Victory Trophy first quarter scoreboard is Bannockburn 1 behind. They trail Werribee Centrals 8-3-51.
The goal kickers for Werribee Centrals in that first term, 3 to Luke Luddick, 2 each to Heath Buck and James Lee, and a single goal to Andrew Howlett. 8-3-51 Werribee Centrals, fantastic first term in the 2001 GDFL Grand Final. They lead, Bannockburn 1 behind. We'll take a break. When we come back, Laurie will probably talk about the first quarter. I don't know whether Peter will. You're listening to 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.